The magician plucks a card out of thin air. He folds up the money and changes it into a card. The card visually vanishes. This fools magicians. The magician takes the Jack of Spades and transforms it. The Nine of Hearts changes to the Ace of Spades. Thank you to Current for making this video possible. I'm also going to teach you the same trick that James Woo did in Ant-Man, where he plucks a card out of thin air. Hey, how's it going everybody? Oscar Owen here, and it's been a while since I've done a video just teaching some regular card tricks. So in this video I've put together some of my favourite visual and easy to do card tricks that most of them you can learn in about 30 seconds. So without any further ado, let's go to the card table and start learning. I'm going to teach you how to pluck cards from thin air. You can learn this in less than 30 seconds. Let me teach you how. Take any card and place it onto your palm like this. Then bend your fingers in, creating tension in the card. Bring your thumb under the bent card and use it to grab the card with your first finger. This creates a popping card production. Keep practicing this move until it's natural. Then simply do this in front of your spectator's eye line, and it creates the convincing illusion that the card has been plucked from thin air. The easiest card trick in the world, the magician takes the Jack of Hearts and then suddenly changes it into the Two of Clubs. Let me teach you how to do this. Use your thumb to riffle up the back of the deck until you've got 2 cards remaining. Then practice turning over these 2 cards as one, following how I do it on the screen. Then show the spectator the Jack of Hearts, and then turn it back round. Now pick up the top card and reveal that it's magically changed. The magician vanishes the debit card and then makes it reappear. Hold the card between your middle finger, first finger and thumb like this. Then extend your middle finger and pull back on the card, and you'll notice that it goes into your palm. Keep practicing this move, so pull the card back and then use your thumb to push the card back out. Just reverse what you've just done. Keep practicing this until it's smooth, and once you can do it, you're ready to move on. Now simply do this move under the cover of your other hand. So your other hand comes over, you pull the card into your palm, and then you twist this hand around to show the card is gone. You twist the hand back around, push the card back out, and it creates the very convincing illusion that you've just taken a card and then made it reappear. Speaking of magic with debit cards, let's take a look at a different kind of magic with this week's video sponsor, Current. So Current is a mobile app and debit card that makes spending and saving money so much easier. They have a really clean and easy to use app that lets you send and request money from friends with no hidden fees. They also give you a Visa debit card like this one, which you can not only perform some really cool magic tricks with, but it just takes the confusion out of banking. For example, the app gives you a really clean breakdown of your spending insights and gives you instant notifications when you make a transaction. I really genuinely recommend it to anyone who's looking for a simple and easy way to take control of their money. So check them out in the first link in the description. They're a really great company with so many other bonuses, such as cashback points for places you regularly shop at. Thank you so much to Current for sponsoring this video, and again, check them out in the first link in the description below. The magician takes the Ace of Spades and transforms it into the Ace of Hearts. Take 2 cards and place one behind the other. Then grab both cards with your first finger, middle finger and thumb in this position here. You want to extend your middle finger and pull back on the first card so that it slides behind the other card almost in a snapping motion. So just practice this over and over again. Start off slow, and the more you practice it, the faster you'll be able to get it. The magician waves the fan over the card packet, and the packet disappears. For this trick, you need to know how to do a smear fan, so I'm not going to teach this in this video, so go and find another tutorial on YouTube and then come back to this tutorial here. So to begin, split the deck into 2 packets, and then display one half to the spectator, and then with the other half, do a smear fan. You then want to just brush up and down the fan like this, and then on the third brush, all that's happening is you're chucking the cards and catching them with your finger behind the deck like that, so they're hidden behind the fan. So it looks like this. You go 1, 2, 3, and you catch the cards like that. At full speed from the front, you're showing the cards like this, then you're brushing once, twice, and then you're just catching them behind like that. You can then square everything up and continue. This, in my opinion, is more of a flourish than an actual trick, but I still think it looks really beautiful, so I wanted to teach it in this video. The magician folds up the money and visually changes it into a playing card. This trick requires a banknote and 2 playing cards. Place the money on the back of one card and then fold the bill so it matches the length of the card as shown. Now fold the bill in half the opposite way. Now stick one side of the bill to the card using double-sided tape. Fold the bill down and then the other card will be stuck onto it like this. Add double-sided tape to the bill and the card and then press them together. You've now created the gimmick. To perform the trick, fold the bill inwards, then place your finger in the flap. As you shake, close the flap using your fingers. You can now display the card cleanly. Let's learn the same production that AMC Wu does in the Ant-Man film. The magician waves his hands and then produces a card. Take your hand and turn it into a Spider-Man grip like this. Then take a playing card and place it onto your fingers in this position here, and then move your middle 2 fingers out so you can clip the playing card like this. This is called a back palm. What you now need to do is practice moving your hand forward to produce the card, then using your thumb to grab the card, and then moving your hands out to display it like this. So let me just do that again. You've got the card in back palm, you move all your fingers forward to produce the card, grab it with your thumb, and then move all your fingers back to produce it. Practice this over and over and you'll get it to this point here. The final thing you need to do is just wave your hand up and down to hide these two bits of white that are sticking through your fingers. So wave your hand like this, then produce the card. I'm going to teach you how to throw a card and visually change it. Here's what it looks like in a performance. The spectator chooses any card, in this case the Ace of Spades. This is placed into the deck. The magician then flips the deck over and says your card is on top. However, the 9 of Hearts is on top. The magician looks confused and places the 9 of Hearts to the side. He then throws it through the deck and changes it into the spectator's selection. This is hyper-visual and the ace can be inspected. Take around 1.5 inches of double-sided tape and stick it to the back of the top playing card. Once you've done that, you're ready to begin, so let the spectator choose any card, making sure they don't pick the top card. Then what you need to do is let them see their card, and it's okay if you see it as well, and turn the deck over at the same time. Once you've done this, take back their card and place it under all the cards, bar the bottom one, which has got the double-sided tape on it. So as you can see here, their selection goes into the deck, and now if we turn the deck over, there's the one with the double-sided tape on it, and the spectator selection is directly underneath. Now what you need to do is snap your fingers, turn over the top card, and just say something like, "This obviously wasn't your card, was it?" They will say no, and as you do this, press down on the 9 of Hearts, and it will stick to the spectator's selection. From here, you can just toss this to the side, and then place the deck down onto the table. This is the bit you're going to need practice, but this literally takes 30 seconds to learn. You're going to need to practice throwing this card and flipping it over to reveal their selection. So to do this, just rotate your wrist as you throw the card, and it looks as if the 9 of Hearts is changing to their selection. Just do this under the deck, and it creates a very visual colour change. From here, you can then just peel off their selection from the tape and hand it out to be inspected. The card visually vanishes. This is an amazing effect that I learned from another YouTube channel, and I just love it because I think it's so visual and easy to do. So I've left a link down in the description to the original performer of this trick, where you can also learn how to do this effect because they teach it as well. So all you need to do is take any playing card and just fold it in half like this, and then fold this bit down in half like that. So you've created this zigzag fold in the card. What I've actually done is scored this as well to get really clean folds. So there's a fold here and there's a fold here. Take the bottom fold and cover it with your hand, and then take these two fingers and pinch the bottom corner of the card. All that's going to happen is you are going to use your thumb to pull the card down like that, whilst your thumb and first finger move away. From the front view, it looks like this. You move your thumb and pull the card down whilst you move your hand away, and it looks as if the card is vanishing. The card will naturally fall into a finger palm, and you can just do this to create the illusion that the card's gone.